Oh, we are in absolutely horrible form. Since we beat Nottingham Forest in the last episode, we then beat Stoke, but then have lost the last 4 games in a row coming into today's episode, and that leaves the league table looking like this. So we're now down in 17th place on 31 points from 24 matches, 9 points adrift of the playoff places. Hello and welcome to episode 48 of Rebuilding Derby. My name's Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you in the EFL Championship. We're at home to Crystal Palace and away to Bournemouth. Let's show you the team for the Crystal Palace game, and it is Charlie Setford in goal, back 4 of Tom Hamer, Rhys Williams, Curtis Nelson and Archie Brown. And in a change to the formation, we've got 2 central midfielders, Jason Knight and Max Bird. 3 attacking midfielders in the shape of Ryan Longman on the right, Tyrese John-Jules in the middle, Daniel Okechukwu on the left, supporting Joe Gelhardt up front. Let's submit the team and provide the team talk. Okay, given that we're in an absolutely horrible run of form, as you've seen, I think we ease the expectations, so we'll point the finger, and we've got nothing to lose. We know how good we are. Let's show everyone else what we're capable of. So let's do that, and let's kick the match off and see if we can grab a much needed victory. So we get the game underway. Knight to Bird, wide left to Okechukwu, who finds Brown, but the pass is intercepted and the highlight ends. Crystal Palace, as you can see, are in the playoffs, so not an easy game at all, despite the fact we're at home. And it's a Crystal Palace highlight, but it's headed away, and Okechukwu brings it clear, but loses the ball, and Crystal Palace come again through Mateta and Dolan. Thomas to Rodriguez, back to Thomas, into Boudaoui. Dennis cuts it back, and Tyrese Dolan has given Crystal Palace a 1-0 lead. So the change of formation hasn't resulted in a change of fortunes, so we're going to demand more because we are at home. And it's Gelhardt to John-Jules, Okechukwu to Brown. Brown down the left wing, gets his crossover. The header is on target, but Travers is equal to it and rolls it to Mawson, who comes forward, gives it to Rodriguez. Mawson gets it back. Dolan plays it through, but Nelson picks it up and then launches it forward. Mawson back to his goalkeeper, who passes it out. Centre-backs are playing it amongst themselves, and then it's kicked long by the goalkeeper, out wide to Dennis, who beats the Derby defence and gets a header on target, which Setford is equal to. And it's Rodriguez with a free kick for Crystal Palace. Ball to Dolan. Setford is equal to the task, keeps it out the back of the net. But we absolutely need to win this game. But Palace are on the attack again. Mateta is in here, but that is a brilliant tackle at the expense of a corner. And it's Rodriguez with the outswinging corner. The header is over, and it's a goal kick, which we don't see. Palace by far the better outfit so far, although the next highlight is a Derby corner. It's Bird with the in-swinger, headed away, and Mateta wins the ball for Crystal Palace, but his pass is intercepted by Brown. Okachukwu is forced to go backwards. Williams to Knight to Longman, wide to Hamer, who goes down the line. Passes inside to Knight, backwards to Williams, goes to Bird and then Nelson. Passed forward to Gelhardt, who passes it wide. Ryan Longman makes it Derby County 1, Crystal Palace 1. And the commentator is quite right. Joe Gelhardt does deserve all the credit. He does much of the creative work. Beautiful pass. Longman with a fantastic volley into the top corner with the equaliser. And let's carry on and see if we can capitalise on that and get ahead. It's Mina for Crystal Palace down the right wing, but his pass is cut out. Launched forward. Boudaoui back to his goalkeeper, who finds Rodriguez down the Crystal Palace left. We go all the way back to Charlie Setford. Williams to Nelson. Brown on the left. Bird into Okachukwu. And the move breaks down. Crystal Palace come forward, but they lose it. Longman to Gelhardt. Gelhardt to Longman again. Longman goes wide onto the right hand side. Crossed in by Hamer. Ball hits the crossbar and is cleared out for a throw-in, which Hamer will take. To Knight. John Jules to Hamer. Knight tries to find Hamer but can't, and Crystal Palace get out down the left wing. Dolan takes it all the way to the byline, cuts it back, and it's through to Boudaoui, and then Mawson brings it forward. Rodriguez to Thomas, who tries to put it in the box, but Derby intercept, and Gelhardt finds Longman on the right. Longman beats his man, gets a cross in, and the header is on target but straight at Travers in the Crystal Palace goal. And it's Travers with the free kick, plays it short to Mawson, who then goes for a ball over the top, which is cut out by Williams. Hamer down the right, beats his man, passes it forward, but it doesn't find its target, although the goalkeeper's clearance is charged down, and Brown comes down the left, gets a cross in. Longman, and the shot is an easy one for Travers, who swoops on it, and the highlight ends. Very even game, 1-1, a very deserved score, so we'll demand more. We are at home and we need to win. And it's Nelson with a free kick to Bird. Knight into John Jules. Longman goes past the challenge, it's charged down, crossed into the box and then smashed away, and that highlight ends. Crystal Palace on the attack, but it's stolen and John Jules gives it to Longman, who goes all the way back to Setford, tries down the left this time for Brown, and beats his man, plays it to Okachukwu, crosses into the box, and it is a penalty. We're going to let Gelhardt take it instead of John Jules. And Gelhardt with the chance to give Derby County the lead on 36 minutes. Does so, straight down the middle. Derby County 2, Crystal Palace 1. It's been a long time since we've had the lead in a match. Especially in one we didn't score first in. But lead we do with 38 minutes gone, and that raises us to 14th in the league, 6 points off the playoffs and 6 points behind Crystal Palace. And deservedly we lead now at half time. So let's encourage the boys at half time. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. Send them out for the second half. No changes. So we'll encourage at this stage. And we win the ball back, but the highlight breaks down. And we'll have to wait for the next one to see whether we can extend our advantage. We have dropped down to 15th place, but we are on the same points as Stoke, who are in 11th, and only a point outside the top 10. So it's a very, very tight league table as it stands, which makes winning this game all the more important. Hamer with the long ball forward, and doesn't find a Derby shirt. Crystal Palace come forward again, but they're forced back over the halfway line. Mina into Kamara, Thomas to Harris, Mateta takes it out of the box to the left hand side. Dolan gets to the byline, crosses it in. The header by Miles Peart-Harris is in the back of the net. It is 2-2, so we will demand more. This is not a match we can afford to drop points in. So Knight needs to come off in exchange for Davenport, and Hamer off at right back in exchange for, I'm not sure yet, we'll do that in a minute. So Max Baird wins it back, but then loses it again, and it is charged down and Longman can bring it away. Needs to get rid of it, doesn't, and loses the ball. So Dolan is now in and attacking the penalty area, cuts it back, which only finds Brown for Derby, but his pass is woefully off target and easily picked up by Crystal Palace. So let's make that change at right back, and we will, what will we do? No right backs on the bench, but we can put Curtis Nelson to right back instead of Hamer. Hamer can come off for Alfie Jones, and that will be our second change. So with 64 minutes on the watch, second change is about to take place. Mawson gives it to Kamara, Thomas to Mina, who goes for the long ball. It's headed back to Charpentier, Dennis to Camera, Thomas, and Dolan down the left, crosses, headed away. Charpentier crosses it into the box. It's headed into the back of the net by Mateta, but it won't count, so it remains 2-2, and that should give us the chance to make that substitution, which it does. And the third substitution they're recommending is Longman for Chaplin, which we're going to do. And let's demand more. Williams gives it to Davenport, back to Bird, over the top for Chaplin. Needs to cut it back. Finds Nelson, has the shot, and it's charged down, and the highlight ends. We absolutely need to find a winner in this one. Into the final 10 minutes. And it's Okachukwu with a free kick. Charged down, but it goes back to Okachukwu. Chips it into the middle. Travers makes the save. And it's away for a corner. which we do get to see. Davenport with the in-swinging corner, and it's headed away. Okechukwu doesn't keep it in and is carrying an injury. We need to demand more, but we also need to be aware that we need to keep Okechukwu on the pitch. We deserve to win the game, but we're probably not going to. Nelson to John Jules, back to Nelson, who goes down the right wing. Infield to Davenport, John Jules to Nelson to Davenport, into the middle, Joe Gelhardt with the finish. Derby County 3, Crystal Palace 2. We've got 4 minutes to hold on for a precious 3 points. Can we do it? And it's a Derby attack again. John Jules into the penalty area. His shot is charged down and it's out for a Derby corner. Inside the last 2 minutes now. In swinger with the left foot from Davenport. And it's over the Derby heads, headed away by Crystal Palace. Derby again come forward. Okechukwu down the left. Back to Brown, who beats his man and then finds Bird. Goes backwards to Jones, who goes all the way back to Setford. Williams with a chance to bring it forward finds Davenport. John Jules wide right to Nelson, who crosses, but his cross is charged down. Nelson goes in field to Chaplin, backwards to Davenport. Bird has a shot, which is easily saved by Travers. Less than half a minute now. Travers goes for the launch downfield, straight at Nelson, who launches it down the right wing. Out for a throw-in, and we're dealing in seconds at this point. Rodriguez with the throw to Thomas. Mawson brings it forward. Gives pass down the wing, but Derby get it back, and then it's immediately lost again. Hammered out on the right hand side. The Derby left. So it'll be a Derby throw, and this will likely be the last action of the match. Bird to John Jules to Davenport. Down the line for Brown, who runs into the corner. And that is indeed full time. Derby County 3, Crystal Palace 2. And I will see you in a moment for the second match of the episode. But before we go, I am going to outstretch the arms and tell the lads I'm proud of their performance and nobody gave us a chance. Well done. And I'll see you in a moment for the next match. Okay, it's only been 2 days since a dramatic win over Crystal Palace, but we're in action again. This time we're away to the league leaders Bournemouth, and this is the side that's going to go out there and try and get a win. There's Charlie Setford in goal. A back four of Jordan Jellyman, Rhys Williams, Alfie Jones and Josh Wilson-Esbrand. The midfield two this time is Jacob Davenport and Conor Murphy. Joel Bottrell comes in on the right wing. Jason Knight in the centre and Joe Gelhardt on the left wing. Adamipo Ojibeko is up front. So let's submit the team and I will do the team talk. Okay, I think we will. I want to say nobody expects us to get a result, so we'll outstretch the arms and say that. Okay, and let's kick the game off and see if we can pinch a result in this one. It would be pinching a result. I'm not expecting us to go and dominate Bournemouth. They are deservedly top of the league. They've been a good side this season. But Jellyman has it on the right. Gives it to Davenport, who goes forward to Ojibeko. We lose out and it's all the way back. Keane is booked. I'm not sure what for exactly. But it's now a Bournemouth free kick, and Gilmour plays it down the right for Traore, hangs it up, and we manage to get it away. Gelhardt, it's hammered over the top. Ojibeko has it, gives it to Bottrell, who goes round his man and finds Davenport, but Davenport's pass is off target and through to James Trafford, who bowls it out to the right to Keane. Traore goes backwards to Todibo, Gilmour to Lerma, who loses the ball to Davenport. Ojibeko wide left to Knight, who crosses. Bottrell brings it down, finds Jellyman, who gets it all wrong and puts his shot well over the crossbar. We've had the better of the opening 5 minutes, but it's very, very early, so we'll drop an encourage at this stage. It's into the centre, but easy for the Bournemouth defence to deal with. And Christie can bring it clear, but gives the ball away. It's swept to the left, and Gelhardt, who's into the penalty area and I think has won a penalty. Gilmour is potentially in trouble. We don't get to change the penalty taker this time, so it will be Bottrell, and he has put it away. So somewhat unbelievably, it is Bournemouth 0, Derby County 1. 10 minutes played. And we will wait for the next highlight. Wilson Esbrand with the throw in on the left to Gelhardt, but he loses the ball. Gibbs White goes for the ball over the top. Jordan beats us to it, and it is an equaliser. So it's Bournemouth 1, Derby 1, and that was a Route 1 goal from a side that likes to play football normally. But Gibbs White with the ball over the top. Jordan just outpaced Williams, got there first, and the keeper was absolutely stranded and helpless. So we will demand more. Try and get ahead again. But it's Bournemouth on the attack. Through Gibbs White. Back to Keane. It's gone left to Bello. He goes back to Bello gets it back. Lerma back to Worrell. Gilmour, Lerma. It's cleared, and the header is off target, but we win it back. Bottrell into Ojibeko. Plays it wide to Bottrell, who's going to need to find some help. Gets it in the shape of Davenport, who gives it to Gelhardt. Knight. Wilson Esbrand's shot is charged down. Gibbs White will bring it away. He's brought down. Murphy will surely go in the book for that, and he does. But the free kick comes to nothing, and the highlight isn't even shown. So a win here would take us somewhere around 10th to 12th place, depending on the goal difference. Obviously, goal difference has become a bit of an issue because we've lost several games in a row until the previous match. First player coming, in fact, Gelhardt, I'm going to leave him on a bit longer, but I don't think he's going to come out for the second half. I think he'll be taken off at half time. So let's encourage the boys. We should be ahead. And we do have a corner with Knight whipped into the box, but Trafford is more than equal to that one. He's looking for someone to play it to, goes for the long ball over the top. Williams plays it forward, but only to a Bournemouth shirt. But we get it back and then immediately give it away again. Bournemouth are in. Traore. His cross is charged down and we get the chance to clear, which we do, but only as far as Worrell, and Todibo gives it to Gilmour, Traore wide to Keane, Keane into the centre, and Christie's shot is straight at Setford, and he makes a comfortable save. Bottrell with a free kick now. It's over the top and out for a goal kick. And just about 6 or 7 minutes to go to half time. Lerma into the box, but it's cleared and then returned with interest. Gilmour has it, gives it wide right to Keane, who is on a booking but manages to get his cross in, which is charged down and away for a corner. And it's an outswinger from Gilmour, headed away, but Gilmour will pick this up again and on his right foot finds Gibbs White. Back to Worrell. Lerma goes backwards and the highlight ends inside the last 5 minutes of the first half. And it's another Bournemouth highlight. Throw in on the left. Lerma to Bello and back to Lerma. Christie. Lerma to Bello. Cross is headed over and it's a goal kick. We're into added time. Gibbs White brings it forward for Bournemouth. Wide to Traore. Passes to Keane, who finds Gibbs White, and it's Traore. His shot is charged down and away for a corner. And Gilmour with the outswinging corner. Headed away by Jones. Ojibeko can't keep hold of it, but the ball forward results in a highlight that ends, and that is half time. So Bournemouth just about shading the first half on XG, comfortably shading it on shots and marginally on shots on target. Anybody's game in the second half though, so we need more possession. Absolutely we do. But let's make that change that we're going to make. So Joe Gelhardt, and it will need to be Ryan Longman, I think. So that's fine, that's that change made. And in fact Jellyman at right back needs to come off, so Tom Hamer can come on, and we will save the third substitution for later in the match. And let's start the second half with an encourage. Bournemouth with the first highlight. Gilmour has it in the centre circle. He swaps passes with Todibo. Lerma then gives it to Christie. Bello back to Worrell. Back with Lerma, who gives it to Gibbs White. Lerma is at the heart of everything that Bournemouth are doing right now. It's wide right to Keane, who passes in field but gives the ball away. Wilson Esbrand launches it forward, but the highlight ends. And it's a Derby throw on the right. Hamer to Knight, back to Hamer. Davenport on the touchline. Back to Hamer. Knight. Hamer needs help, gets it from Murphy. Hamer gives it to Knight. Knight goes left this time to Murphy. Longman into the middle. Ojibeko's shot is blocked over the bar for a corner, and it'll be an in-swinging corner from Knight into the middle, headed away, and it's picked up by Christie for Bournemouth, who gives it to Gilmour, who gives the ball away. Jones passes to Williams, but the highlight breaks down, and it's Hamer on the right with a throw-in. Bottrell to Knight into the middle. Ojibeko with the header into the back of the net. Bournemouth 1, Derby County 2. Let's encourage the boys. So we'll do that now. We've got a couple of players who are really, really tired now. Knight and Williams both need to come off. I think the question will be which of them we can easily replace. As you can see, we're now level on points with 10th place Stoke. We're currently sat in 12th. And it is Williams with a ball forward to Hamer, who crosses into Ojibeko. He's offside. the highlight breaks down. And Bournemouth are on the attack this time. Gibbs-White to Keane. Keane in field to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White with the cross. Header is straight at Setford, who holds on. And I think, let's have a look at the bench. Is it going to be easier to replace Knight in attacking midfield with Coburn, or Rhys Williams at centre-back? And the answer is it's going to be easier to replace Knight with Coburn, so that's what we're going to do. With 25 minutes left, we're making our final change. And we'll drop an encourage at this point. The lads that are out there now are going to have to see this one through. It's Hamer with the throw on the right, gives it to Bottrell, who goes all the way back to Williams. Williams to Hamer, who crosses into the centre. Headed away, but Ojibeka will pick it up on the left. Crosses in. Bottrell brings it down. And the shot is over the crossbar and the highlight ends. And we need the chance to do another encourage. It will be the last one, so I'll wait till we're well inside the last 10 minutes before I drop it. So we'll wait for this highlight to play out. Jordan through to Christie. Shot saved. Wilson Esbrand clears. And that highlight ends, but we'll immediately pick up the action with Bello. Crosses into the box, headed away. Benitez to Jakic. Jordan to Lerma, who goes backwards to Worrell. Jakic wide left to Bello. Bello's pass to Lerma. Lerma gets it back from Christie. Benitez to Jakic to Vasilev. Lerma to Christie to Vasilev. Played back to Keane, who crosses. The header is on target but saved by Setford. And that highlight ends. Now is the time to drop that encourage with about 7 or 8 minutes to go of the 90. Bournemouth remain top of the league even with this defeat, if it turns out to be a defeat. It's Jones forward to Murphy, back to Jones. Murphy again into Coburn. Longman goes right to Hamer. Crosses to Longman, who brings it down. The shot is blocked and Hamer stops it going out. Can't beat his man, but does win a corner. So we keep the pressure on inside the last 5 minutes. In swinging corner from Davenport. And it's into the centre, headed away by Todibo. Longman down the left wing. Passes it to Jones. Longman gets it back. Gives it to Jones again. Jones's cross is deep to the far post, but out for a goal kick. And it's taken short. Worrell brings it out of the box. Launches it long. And Bournemouth come forward, but they lose out. Wilson Esbrand, but again Bournemouth win it back. It's a very scrappy ending to the game. Jordan is through now, but his shot is at Setford, who pushes it over the crossbar and away for a corner. And corner's headed away by Williams. Vasilev down the right for Bournemouth. Just don't foul him, he hasn't. He's got it away for a corner. And it is one that we will see. Christie with the in-swinger, headed away by Jones, and the highlight ends. We're inside the last 2 minutes, but 4 added minutes signalled. Bournemouth attack again. Vasilev, who's been probably the player of the second half. The cross is deflected behind for a corner. 3 added minutes remain. Into the middle goes the corner. headed away, but Keane will collect, and the highlight ends. We're inside the last minute of the 4 added. Christie, the header by Vasilev is off target. That might be Bournemouth's last chance, but we may get one more. As we have the ball with Setford, gives it to Williams, wide to Hamer, into the middle to Longman, back to Wilson Esbrand, who runs it down the left, inside, and that one ends. It is Bournemouth 1, Derby 2. So we've won both matches. So I think outstretch the arms, really special. No one gave us a chance. Congratulations. And I will see you in a moment where I'll show you the league table, and then we'll have a look at the fixtures and decide when we're going to come back. Time now to take a look at the Sky Bet Championship League table, and as you can see we've risen to 13th in the table on the back of those 2 successive wins, with 37 points from 26 matches played, 4 points shy of the playoff positions. And let's have a look at the schedule, and I'll tell you what's coming up on tomorrow's episode. So on tomorrow's episode, I will show you the first 2 games in February, which are Hull City away and Blackpool at home. And prior to those, I will show you what transfer business we have done in January. So that brings today's episode to a conclusion. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for weekday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.